Have you ever wondered how you really make money in crypto? Let me show you. Most people do it all wrong. They buy at the top and they sell at the bottom. I'm going to teach you a strategy today where we make money in crypto every single day because we buy on red and we sell on green. Let's talk about it. Hey everybody, Joel with the Crypto Code. Hope you guys are doing well. Sometimes I just like to turn the camera on and show you some of my trading that I have going at the current time. So I apologize if you hear noise in the background, phones ringing. I'm just going to show you guys some of the strategies that we use. We released another strategy into our members area this last week with a certain indicator that we use here. This is our TCC trading dashboard. And most people really struggle in crypto because they don't know when to buy and they don't know when to sell. And we solve that. And we take the emotions out of everything. Let me give you guys kind of an example here of when you should be buying. You need to really understand the buying zones and buy on red and sell on green. Okay, and the reason you do that, so what do I mean by that? You know, that doesn't mean that as soon as it goes red, you start buying. You need to know the zones that you can buy in. Most people don't know this. They don't know the major support and resistance lines. They don't know that there are big differences in support and resistance. When you look at these lines here, see these red lines, these green lines, there's major support zones, and these thicker ones are stronger areas to get above. These smaller bands of green, these support zones, they're easier to blast through. And so people don't understand that, and that's why we created our indicators. So I'll give you guys an example on this trade. We basically will buy when our indicator tells us to buy, and you'll notice our indicator tells us to buy as we get into these really strong resistance, a strong buy there. So we buy on red and then we sell on green. And this is the opposite of what most people do. Most people sell on red and they buy on green. They buy on the top. We do the opposite. So I'll show you guys a trade like I have going right now. This is Mover right here. So our indicator, this particular trade, bought right here on Mover, and we're up about 30%. I think it's probably dropped down a little bit. Let's take a refresh on that screen. So that trade's up about $2,758. That started on the 2nd of June. And so what this is going to do is this is going to go ahead and follow up the price. And we have certain things we have set up in here, but it'll follow up the price where it will continue to follow up that price. When it gets to a certain signal, which is that sell signal, it will go ahead and lock in the profit. So it pretty much forces you to sell. And that's how you make money in crypto, guys. You know, we try to go for about 4% profits at a minimum, but using this strategy, we've been able to get anywhere from 4% to 5% to 40%, even up to 100% profits. You can see a couple that I have on here. Render that's running here. What's this one? AVAX that's running here. Another one I had kicked off this morning, TIA. And so like I said, you buy on red, sell on green. And some of these trades will play out in a few days, and some of these trades will play out in a few weeks. So the whole key, the biggest problem in crypto people have is, again, they don't know when to buy and they don't know when to sell. They think the price is going to go up forever, and they think that it's going to go down forever. But what they don't understand is price moves in a wave, and it moves between these very important structure and resistance zones. And if you understand these structure and resistance zones, and if you have an indicator like this, or a chart like this, or a strategy like this, it takes the emotions out of it, and you can actually just let the strategy run on its own and still use the charts to kind of do your own looking at this. So what's our potential here? Well, this is not going to sell until I get a sell signal. So will we go up higher? Very, very possible. Again, I'll pop this over on a daily chart and kind of get an idea of where we're at historically here on this token Mover. Is we've actually this is a very new token. I remember when this one launched back in about April of 2022, and so it made a nice run up to $44, and we're about half that price right there. So very, very possible. If we break through this area, and we're testing it right now, if we break through this very strong level here, once it breaks through, guess where it's going? It's going to the next one. Now it's going to go test up to here. and that'll be a nice what is that there? A nice 65% move to that next area here. And if it breaks through here, guess where it's going to go? Well, then it's going to go to what's called price discovery, and it'll go up even higher. You can't really, these new tokens that launch, you can't really count this first area. They all do this where they pump up. They say the highest was 74, and I never really count that. So, but eventually someday, Mover probably will get to that level. But for me, my trading strategy is I like to suck the profits out of the middle of the waves instead of just buying and holding and hoping that price will go up. I like to grab the profits here, and even we do shorting as well. Grab the profits here, and that's our strategy. That's been my most profitable strategy in crypto, is just really sucking the profits out of the waves. Alrighty, guys. Hopefully that helps. If you want to know more about what we do, go down to the description of our videos. You can check out our workshops. Tender-free workshop. We actually give out $10 in Bitcoin for everyone who attends our workshop and takes a short quiz at the end. This is Joel with the Crypto Code. As always, take massive action in your life, anything you do. We'll see you in another video. Bye, guys.